Yes, sir.
Would you be interested in commenting on what Ted Cruz had to say on the Senate floor today?
I hadn't heard it. Tell me what he said.
He called Mitch McConnell a liar.
Oh, really?
On the Senate floor today. It's about time someone did it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, you know, me personally, I don't like the name calling. You can look at my political career over 20 years. I surely defended myself when I needed to defend myself. But that's not my cup of tea, but I'm sure Senator Cruz felt like he was justified in doing that for whatever reason it was that he did it. So, yes, sir.
You know, I'll say one thing, and it's kind of along that line. I think what most people are sick and tired of the same old baloney, and whether it's Donald Trump or Ted Cruz or whoever, it's nice to hear somebody speak up and call it like it is. And there is a lot of BS.
Well, you know, I think that's the reason, or one of the reasons that I've been supportive of Rand Paul. When you consider this fact, over the last 10 years, our children's innocence is more threatened than ever before. Over the last 10 years, we have deeper debt than we've ever had. We have deficits as far as the eye can see. And I don't think it's just the Democrats that we can point a finger at. Republicans have been in control over the last 10 years, 65, 70% of that time. So, but the fact is, you can't change status quo with status quo. Now, again, my faith demands me to treat you with respect at all times, in spite of the fact that I might disagree with you. And I don't get into the name. Now, I've been called a lot of names, and I've peeled the pages of Scripture looking for a loophole that I could punch him in the nose, but couldn't find one. That's just not been my cup of tea personally. And so I can't speak for Ted Cruz or Nancy Pelosi or Rand Paul or anybody, Donald Trump when it comes to that. I can only speak for JC. And
I'm not talking about the name calling, I'm talking about the issues.
Yeah. Well, and because, you know, and the thing is, when we get into the name calling, whether we agree with it or not, when we get into the name calling, let me tell you what happens. That's what people focus on, and they lose sight of the issue that you're defending. And I'd be hard-pressed to find anything that I would disagree with Ted Cruz on. But when the name call, that's the focus of attention, especially by the press, left and right. That's what the press focuses on. And so I've always tried to be gentleman in my discussions and my debates, and I've just concluded, at the end of the day, they can lie louder, but I can tell the truth longer. And the truth at the end of the day, it has to fight and crack, scratch and kick and claw to get out. The lie will go to the front of the pack overnight, and the truth has to fight to get through. But I'm committed to telling it in spite of who might agree or disagree with it. And I think that focus has served me a whole lot better. So with that, I think my time is up, so I'll shut up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.